Hi friends, and welcome back to Rustic and Lace DIY. Today is the What Would You Make challenge that I host every month with my friend Connie. I'll let you know more about that in a few minutes, but first of all, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Brenda, and this is my sweet Oliver, and if you're returning, thank you all so very much. So with all that being said, let's get to crafting. Okay, here's DIY number 1. So for this DIY, I'm going to use this decal I got off of Cricut Design Space. I'm going to use this beautiful napkin. I believe I got this from DECOUPAGE I'm going to use my Waverly antique wax as well as my Plaster chalk paint by Waverly. This 12-inch wood round from Dollar Tree, and then this next wood round, I can't remember if it's a 14 or 16 inch, but this is from Hobby Lobby. So I'm going to start off by painting the bigger wood round with the antique wax and the smaller one with the plaster color. Once they were all dry, I took my Mod Podge and I'm just going to go over the front of this smaller wood round. Now, I did not paint the back side of this. I just painted the front because you're not going to see the back side. And then once I have this all covered with the Mod Podge, I'm just going to set it aside to dry. And as that was drying, I took my napkin here and a little paintbrush with some water, and I'm just going around the middle part. And once I had it all wet, I just started ripping that middle area out. And once I went all the way around, I guess, am I going to show you all of that? I guess I am. Or I'm going to show you most of this. Oh my goodness. I guess I didn't show all of it. My word. Okay, so I laid it over my wood round, and then I put my decal down, being careful not to get my transfer tape on that napkin because I didn't want to rip it. I got my decal on the middle of my wood round, and then I'm just using some tape on my finger, some double-sided tape, because I just couldn't get that second layer off of the napkin. So once I had that all off, I'm just going to remove the 2 layers from that napkin, and then I'm going to lay it back down over my wood round and even straighten it all out. And then I'm going to get my parchment paper. This is just your regular parchment paper you use in your kitchen. And I'm using my heat press and going over that napkin, and that just reactivates that Mod Podge so that the napkin will stick. I love this method because it just eliminates wrinkles. And if you don't have a little heat press, you can do it with an iron, just don't have your steam on. So once I was done with that, I went around and kind of cut off the excess of that napkin. And then I took Mod Podge and I went over that napkin with the Mod Podge just to give that protective layer over the napkin. And then after that was all dry, I'm going to take my little finger sander and I'm just going to go around and sand off all the extra paper. You want to do that after you put Mod Podge on, that way you don't take the chance of tearing your napkins. And then after that, I'm going to put some wood glue and some hot glue on the back of this sign, and then I'm going to put it right in the middle of my wood sign. And I don't know if you guys can notice the wood grain on that bigger wood round. Oh my goodness, it was beautiful. I was just, after I had put the antique wax on it and wiped off the excess, I was just like, oh, this is so beautiful. But anyways, here I'm just going to lay this over. But see, oh, my camera just keeps focusing. I guess it was hard to see. So once I had that on there, I took my big mouth crocodile and I'm just going to make a couple of holes so that I can add a hanger. I took some these picks. This is the dark green one is the Dollar Tree mini picks, and then the frosted one is something I had left over from a year or 2 ago, I think. I'm not sure if it came from Dollar General or Dollar Tree, but I'm just using some floral wire to wrap the smaller piece to the bigger piece, and then I'm using some more floral wire here to connect the 2 sides together. And then after I had it all wrapped, then I am going to twist it really fast. That just makes it that tie to be tighter. I took some more floral wire and went around the bottom of my pine cones and did the same thing, just twist, twist, twist. And then I'm just going to tie those on. I'm going to tie 3 of them onto my greenery picks here. And then I'm going to hot glue that piece to the bottom part of my wood round. And I was really thinking of just putting some holes on the bottom and tying it, which would hold it a little bit better than hot glue. So those beads I got at Walmart this year. I just love them. It's a beaded garland, and I just love buying those from Walmart. It's a great deal. And I'm going to use 4 of those and then some smaller red beads that I got a year or so ago from Walmart, which was a beaded oh my word, garland. And I'm just stringing it through some twine, and then I am just going to go through the holes that I made and tie some knots, and then I have this beautiful hanger. I love it. I love how this sign came out. I was scrolling through Cricut Design Space trying to figure out what I wanted to do. And when I saw that saying, "You had me at Oh Come Let Us Adore Him," I just loved it because I do love that song. And yeah, anyways, so today is the 4th Sunday of the month. So that means it is the What Would You Make challenge that I host every month with my friend Connie, with Connie's Woodshop and DIYs. And this month's guest host is the incredible Annie with Crafting with Indie Annie Jones. So make sure you check out their channels and the playlist. I'll have links to all of them in my description box below. Oh my word. DIY number 2. It's late, you guys. I'm tired. My mouth doesn't want to work with my brain, I guess. Okay, I created that decal with my Cricut. I am going to use my Waverly antique wax, and then the folk art home decor chalk paint in the color antique green. Then I'm going to use my Waverly chalk paint in the color white and crimson. And I'm going to use a lot of pieces of wood in this one, guys. So these are little, I think, coasters from Dollar Tree. And then these are the little square pieces from Dollar Tree. I'm going to use these finial caps. I believe I got them from Woodpecker's Craft this last year. And then these tumbling tower blocks from Dollar Tree. Now these wood pieces, if you can find these, I would recommend buying these and not the smaller ones if you have a way to cut them down, because it's a better deal that way. And then that one small wood piece and this wood shelf. So I started out by taking my tumbling tower blocks and just trying to figure out how I wanted to make the cross, which way I wanted to make it. So I'm just kind of laying them all out. But I ended up doing, oh my goodness, I don't remember how many of these. I want to say 18, but that seems like it was too much. And I can't remember if that's what I was doing before. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe it's 12. I'm going in using wood glue and hot glue to put them together, doing side by side like you see. Once I had them all done, I took a giant craft stick here, and I'm going to add some wood glue and hot glue to the back of it and add these to the back just for some added support. It just didn't feel like it was going to hold very well before that. And so I thought, well, if I add this, I think it would just give it a lot more strength. So once I was done with that, I made 2 sets of 4 going side by side, just like that, with the wood glue and the hot glue. And you want to push it tightly together when you do it this way to make sure that the hot glue especially is really connecting. And you guys, I'm sorry I'm showing you this. I was falling asleep when I was doing this part. Oh, it's been a long day. And then I did the same thing on the back of these. I just took some more of that craft stick, and I'm going to add the wood glue and hot glue and add them to the back of those as well. And part of that, I wasn't going to do that, but when I was going to glue them together, I realized that having that little popsicle stick or craft stick on the back was making the long piece taller, higher up from the table. So I thought, well, I might as well do the same on the smaller pieces. That way they're all even. After that, I painted everything. I painted 2 of the squares with my red, 2 with the green, 2 with the white, and all the rest of the stuff with my antique wax. And then once everything was dry, I took some ribbon. I believe I got this from, I think this is Walmart's Christmas stuff. And I am just going to make it look like a present by hot gluing it down the middle or down the middle. And then I'm going to, I just put a little dab in the middle there to hold it. And then I'm going to hot glue it to the back. And then I'm going to do it going around the sides. And then I'm going to make a finger bow. And I'm going to do this on all of the gifts that I made, the very small ones that I made with the coasters. I used the buffalo chuck ribbon that comes from Dollar Tree because it was smaller. You guys, I got this idea. I was at Hobby Lobby and I saw they had something like this with just the presents. No sayings, just, wood presents with ribbons or bows on them. And I got up on Friday morning, the day after Thanksgiving, and I was like, oh, I know what I want to make. And it just kind of came to me because I wasn't sure what I was going to make for this this challenge. And I thought, I'm going to put some presents and then I'm going to put a cross in the middle and put Jesus is the best present of all. Because to me, yes, that is the best present of all time, was Jesus coming and dying for our sins. And so I was so excited. I couldn't wait to put it all together. But I kept getting interrupted that day. I was making a turkey for our family. We go to my sister's for Thanksgiving and I wanted to have leftovers. So I kept having to get up, do stuff in the kitchen. And it took me all day to make this, and I shouldn't have. So once I added my decal to that wood piece, I'm going to add these finials using wood glue and hot glue as legs for the wood shelf. And then I'm adding on the two big presents, I added 2 tumbling tower blocks with hot glue and wood glue. And then I'm just going to glue those with wood glue and hot glue to the top part in the back part of the shelf. And then I'm going to add this the middle size to the middle and the small ones to the front. And then I'm going to add the cross right in the middle of all of them. I'm just doing the same thing with the hot glue and the wood glue and adding this to the front of my shelf. So it's a sign. And then I took some of this garland tie and I put 2 together and then I just made a circle and connected them to make a wreath. Then I'm going to go around that wreath with some pip berries. I know the garland ties came from Hobby Lobby. I think the pip berries came from Dollar Tree. And then once that is done, I will hot glue that to the front of my cross. And then I made a finger bow for that one as well and hot glued it on the cross. Then I just added some of these little picks to between the presents, and look how adorable this is. I absolutely love how this came out. I think it is so beautiful and I love the meaning behind it as well. You have to let me know what you think about this in the comment box below. Okay, I want to take this moment to thank all my subscribers. You guys are amazing and I appreciate you all so very much. If you're new here and you enjoyed today's video, I'd invite you to hit that red subscribe button, become part of our YouTube family. And then if you guys wouldn't mind sharing my video with people you think might like it and give me that thumbs up and commenting. And then if you would like to follow me on social media, you can find links to those social media accounts in my description box below. Okay, time for a celebration of your recreation. And Lynette, oh my goodness, I love that charger, girl. That looks beautiful and your pillow is so cute and that house is so sweet. Thank you so much. And then Kathy, I love your little angel. It's so cute and your little centerpiece is just beautiful. Thank you so much, Kathy. And then we have Renee. Look at her adorable Mrs. Snowman. She is snazzy. And her sweet little beach wreath. Thank you, Renee, for sharing those with us. And if you have a creation or recreation that you would like me to showcase for you, you can send pictures to my email address that's listed there, or you can send them to me through Instagram or Facebook Messenger. I am always thrilled to death to showcase them for you. Okay, and DIY number 3. Now, I'm only going to have 3 for you guys tonight. I had one more idea, but I was just moving really slow and had all kinds of issues. So I'm going to use my antique wax and my cashew color paint, that decal I got from Cricut Design Space. This star comes from Dollar Tree. This really pretty paper comes from this beautiful paper pack from Hobby Lobby. I got that new this year. I'd never seen it before. And then this wood canvas I got a few months ago from Dollar Tree. Our Dollar Tree here had marked them down. I think they used to be $5. They were either $3 or $5, and they had marked them down for $1.25, which I loved. I grabbed as many as I could. So I'm going to just go over the canvas with the antique wax on the sides and the back, and then painted the star with the cashew. And then I'm just going to cut this paper down to fit inside of my wood canvas here. And man, I'm moving slow, aren't I? Oh my goodness. I'm using this adhesive spray from Elmer's, and it works really good. And I'm just going to spray it on the side of my wood canvas here. And then I'm going to add my pieces of paper here. And once that was all done and smoothed over, I am going to take my star and I'm going to add my decal. Now, you guys, when I was weeding this, I don't know what happened, but I ended up missing some letters, so I had to remake it, and I think I made it too big, so I had to try and fit the gold part on here because, yeah, the saying was a little bit bigger than the previous one. But anyways, and then the first DIY, you guys, I had issues with my decal on that one too and had to remake one. It was crazy. That's what took me so long today to get all this done. So once I had those all on there, I took my wood glue and hot glue and put it on the back of my star. And I'm going to put this on the front of that beautiful paper because I just thought it was so fitting, because this is the story of Christmas. And I think the saying is, the story of Christmas is the story of love, which it truly is. So after I had that on there, I added some of my braided jute cord that I get from Amazon around this star, but I wanted something a little more shiny. So I took this gold cording. I think you can get it from Walmart or Hobby Lobby. I've had this in my stash forever, but I'm just going around the star on top of that jute cord. And I just love the way it came out because it just gives it a little more shine that matches the gold vinyl on the seam there. And so I just thought it worked out really good. So I'm just using this little detail gun that Kathy Jo gave me. So sweet of her. I love it. And then I'm going around my box here because the one little strip of paper got cut a little too short. So I thought, okay, this will just kind of help hide it. So I went around my wood canvas with that gold too. But I just think it gives it a little extra pop of something. Then I just took some more of that gold and I just made a little shoestring bow. And then I'm just going to put that over where the hole on the star was. I did add some spackling in it, but I could still see it and it was driving me nuts. So I just added a little bow and added some more of that cord for a hanger, and there it is. I think it is really cute. You'll have to let me know what you think about this one as well. Now the final reveal is coming right up. So make sure you guys check out the playlist and Connie and Annie's videos and channels and show them some love. Subscribe to them if you haven't already. And I am hoping to have a video on Wednesday. I want to try and get one more out before the end of the month, but I will be back on the 1st for sure with another collaboration for our first of the month collaboration. So make sure you are ready for those. And with all that being said, you guys, again, if you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button before you go. Make sure you guys all give me that thumbs up and comment. And with all that being said, I hope you guys have a blessed week, and I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.